Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Vikings, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious.
And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's pile this play away because if it turns out to be a...
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. The Cook getting the call there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play fake. Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Good catch and excellent creation of a big play downfield. I can guarantee you this. That's not a play this defense has practiced against in the days leading up to this game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches in.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Kendricks. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After 1, it's 9-0. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Detroit. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Got 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot. And
gets through, and now an opening. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. 88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jameis to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
2nd and goal from the 1. Winston sneaking it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jameis Winston, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Flush to his right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They'll look to throw. Ertz has it left side. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Brings up 2nd down at the 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On third down, Winston. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jameis now on first down. Being chased out left. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. To throw, Winston. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Winston to throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Big hold of the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second and 10. Winston. And it's complete to Adams. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On second and 2, Winston. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got room. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Forced out to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They go play action here on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Kingsley Keke. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. He'll look to throw. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Touchdown! Zach Ertz, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going?
And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's good. Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A gain of 12 yards. Complete to Brandon Cooks.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Zach Bond. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Lions are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw here. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That would be the key to this drive.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On play action, Winston. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston now from the 50. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Now Winston on 4th down. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback. It's a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now they go end around with Adams. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Escaping the pressure right. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Brandon Cooks. 67 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Flush to his right. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Lions 30.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It got his man complete. A big play there for Minnesota. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against the defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Winston to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Winston. Buying time to his left. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in